So this live is about addressing some assumptions that people have gotten from the book. It is not a spoiler, it is just to address stuff, okay? And hopefully there might be lessons for people that are parents from there. Yeah, so I have the email. It is from Carol Beck. I don't know where Carol Beck is from, but she says, "Hi Nancy, I'm a big fan of Korra and you." Oh, you are Korra, okay. Of Korra and you. I'm just gonna read, so if anyone else is trying to get my attention, don't worry, I'll look at the screen real soon. I just finished reading Korra's book and I am moved to write to you. Nancy, I am so sad. I am curious to know if your childhood was equally bad. So she says, I am so sad. I am curious to know if your childhood was equally bad. I don't know what she means by bad, but I'm just gonna keep reading. How come you turned out this way and she turned out that way? I'm not asking you to write your own book. I just want to know what she meant when she said it's your story to tell. Okay. So this Carol Beck, she's my follower. I'm hoping that she watches this live. She wants to know, she says she's sad and she wants to know how come I turned out this way and she turned out that way. I mean, if you're asking this question, it means you didn't really read the book. Like, read the book from chapter 1. You should know why. I mean, right? But I'm still going to indulge you, so let's keep reading. So, she says, I'm not asking you to write your own book. I just want to I just want to know what she meant when she says it's your story to tell. Okay, so she's trying to imply, were you always mean to her? She said you always reported her to gain favors. I see that you are close now. When did this closeness happen? Were you always close? Okay, I think I just paused to address some of those before we go further. So Carol wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister, and if, hi everyone, and if we just started getting close now, or if we've been close from the inception. I'm guessing that's what she means. So there's a part of the book, it's a spoiler, that says that, while we were growing up, we were required to have excellent grades. I wasn't close to my siblings because of how my parents used to judge our matter when we were fighting when we were younger. Siblings will always fight. Sibling rivalry is normal. When I came to this Facebook, some people were saying, oh, Nancy, your sister has already given us your gist, how you were very wicked to her in the past, how you never supported her career. I'm like, yes, I wasn't. Because I didn't understand what she was doing. In my mind, I was like, oh my God, she's going to continue getting used and getting used and getting used. So I was not in support. I wanted her to be her own boss. She was dancing, she was doing all sorts, and she wasn't getting any money for it. I was so pissed off. Okay, but that doesn't mean, okay, there's no support. Like, if you go ahead, I was in the UK looking for ballet shoes, buying all sorts to make her dance more, but I wanted her to keep her money for herself. Because I was like, why are you dancing? Another man is somewhere taking all your money. You people are going out to teach dance together. Why is he taking all your money? So that was my only problem. I was just like, this thing, is he paying like this? She, you will not go and do what he's paying. You will not come and do business like this. That was my problem. It's like, which kind of thing be this? How you go, they walk, baboon go, they chop. So if that's what you mean by lack of support, then I don't know, I'll take it. But I wasn't in support of the whole poverty staring at me in the face in the name of, I'm pursuing my career. I was telling her, yo, I want your talent to translate into monetary proceeds, okay? I want you to be able to earn financially from your talents. If you're not able to sustain your lifestyle with your talents, there's a problem. So I didn't understand the business part. Thank God for social media and content creation. If you were a sibling in those days, you would have understood where I was coming from. So yeah, I did get a lot of attacks because of that. Oh, why did you not support her in the beginning? It wasn't the lack of support. It was more like, how do we monetize this? Okay, so if you ask her properly, she'll tell you, okay, yeah, that was the problem. It was a lot of talent going on and no way to monetize it. And everyone was very anxious. We're like, oh my God, how is this girl going to survive as an adult? Okay, everybody was already taking different career paths, you know, but we were worried. Okay, we were required to have impeccable grades, you know, and perform excellently academically. Okay. Right. This is actually the only reason I'm addressing it. I see some of you say, what's the point? I see. So the only reason I'm addressing this is because a lot of people are parents here and they do not realize that the kind of mistakes that we make as parents can actually impact our children in the future. Okay? It is it is a very silly question, but it is. I get a lot of emails every day. I'm not joking, at least 100 emails. And this one stood out to me because I was like, okay, I think I need to do a live video on this because there's something here, there's a teachable moment, right? So when we're growing up, this is not, I'm not going to tell you anything in the book if that's what you're waiting to hear, okay? I'm just telling you a bit of my side of the story, right? So when we were growing up, our parents were kind of strict and not in a good way, okay? So if you're a parent here, you might want to adjust because the way you react to your children, it's an African thing. I don't know if it's practiced elsewhere in the world, but that closeness, that love, that being able to talk to your parents, it just wasn't there when we were growing up, right? That's why a lot of things happened and we couldn't say a word to our parents, okay? Exactly, she must not have sisters. If you have children that are girls, you would know that they fight till they're 18. It's always everyday fight. Like my sister and we're always fighting for some reason. And the thing is, our parents didn't do anything to what's the English I'm looking for now? To make the relationship better, okay? Oh my God, can you stop? Who is this? Can you stop talking about a car and the police and all that stuff? You need to stop like right now. I'm going to block whoever says that on my life again because you people know how to take irrelevant things. Yes, I know, but like really, who told you she hasn't done that? And I told you I already addressed this situation in the previous live. So please stop turning my life into a fear-mongering zone, okay? Exactly. We were kids and we were always fighting as girls. That is very normal because I have children now, and the way I interfere with their fights is quite different from what our parents used to do, okay? Okay, I won't use that word, okay? Thank you all from Jamaica, from New Orleans. Bless you all. Thank you for joining my live. We are talking about a teachable moment here, okay? So someone wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister and when we started getting close. Okay, now I'm gonna block you. You need to learn when to mind your business at this point, okay? You don't tell me what to do on my page. Nobody tells me what to do on my page, okay? Yes. So if you don't want to listen to what I have to say, please, you can leave my live, okay? You don't come and tell me why you're creating content for haters. No, get out of my life, okay? Now, as I was saying, children fight a lot. And as parents, what you do when your children fight will determine whether or not your children will actually learn to live with each other perfectly in the future. My sister and I were not close until our mom died. That was so strange, okay? We were still not even close. It took a while because we were just like, I'm not your friend, you're not my friend. It was a competition because our parents actually allowed that kind of environment to thrive, okay? So imagine like my children now, imagine fighting with your sibling and then going to report your sibling for something. And instead of your parents de-escalating the situation, they actually escalate it, okay? Children of nowadays will never understand because, I mean, we're all besties or best friends. We were never friends with our parents. Even my dad was very stuck up until our mom died, and then he started, loosening up a little bit, okay? So yeah, our parents used to never de-escalate things. They used to allow things just get out of hand. So I would have a fight with my sister. Oh, it's not just Africa, it's the Caribbeans as well. Okay. So myself and my sisters would fight over because, okay, for example, we used to hand over clothes. Like my elder sister would hand clothes to me, and I would hand clothes over to my younger sister, because they used to buy just one clothes, and then when you wear something, you pass it on, and then when you're tired of wearing it, when it's no longer your size, you pass it on to the younger person. Now, my younger sister used to never like, people passing clothes to her. She's like, how can I wear something that two people have worn before? That kind of thing. And when she protests to her parents, instead of them to de-escalate the issue, they'll say, well, they are your seniors, you don't argue with your seniors, blah, blah, blah. And it just bred a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't say the word hatred, but we just had this animosity. It's like, yo, I don't like you, you don't like me. There was no serious love until our mom died, and we realized that, oh my God, we are on our own. Okay? Everyone here is saying, oh, that's normal, siblings fight, it's okay, but then they get closer and they grow older. Some people do not. Because of what's been going on social media, a lot of people have come to say that, oh, I really admire the way you stand up for your sister, blah, 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 blah. My sister is not close to me. Unfortunately, a bad situation brought us close, but that doesn't happen to everybody, okay? Some people don't get that opportunity to ever become close to their siblings, ever. It doesn't ever happen. So in that kind of situation now, I'm just telling you as a parent, this is what you can do, right? Because this person wants to know if I've always been mean to my sister, because there's a part of the book that says that I think that we used to report to gain favors. Well, I think that was more of my elder sister, because my elder sister is the perfect prim and proper babe. She was doing all the reporting. It's just that I was just on my own, and then shots fired. Korra just decided to shoot me arrow from nowhere, and me, I was always in the middle. I'm up till now, I'm still the neutral person in the family. It's like, yo, why? And I told her, why did you go and fire me shots inside your book? I just gave my own stray bullet, just come knock me by spice. How? Why? And then I was on my own. Oh my dear. Everybody's saying, yes, it's normal, it's normal. I know, right? Sibling rivalry is very, very real. It can actually, it can have very terrible effects in the future if you do not, as a parent, curb that potential vibe that is going to escalate. Okay? My children now, when they have a fight, I try to be neutral as much as possible. While we were growing up, it was always, your senior is right. Okay? So I sort of beat my elder sister because she was always right. So my parents are like, no, don't disrespect your seniors, your elders. Your senior is your senior. Blah, blah, blah. My parents would say, she's your elder sister. Do not argue with your elders. Do not do this. Do not do that. And then I'll be like, I have no rights. I have no voice. And it was worse for my younger sister, because when Korra would be in trouble, for example, everybody would just pounce on her, because it's like, how can you leave your elder sister, leave the middle, and go and leave the one that's senior, you're going to be insulting this one here. You don't have any respect. You need to calm down. So they were always on her case. And because, of course, she was always a different one. Again, she used to be very interested in dancing, in, just doing extreme things. So they were always on her case. So it's not, yes, quick to favors. What she meant in the book was, we were always reporting her. Not Misha, my elder sister. And they were always supporting the elders. So if two people had a fight, the elder person would get the most favors, if you know what I mean. And that shouldn't be the case. It is very rampant. It is very rampant in Africa. People do not realize that, okay, because we're trying to teach respect, we are actually putting siblings at loggerheads. And it is not going to favor them eventually in the future, because if they don't have a situation that will bring them close to each other, they might end up just carrying on that, belief that, okay, you're not on my side, okay? And that is not a good thing. It is very normal for families to fight. However, parents are supposed to be neutral when it comes to children arguing. That was what my mom was doing that I believe was wrong. She was always taking sides. If I had a problem with my younger brother, she would support me regardless, even when I was wrong. And that was very wrong, because she always made it look like you're always right as the elder person. And even, well, there was even another thing as well. My younger brother, because he was the only boy, he used to get away with everything. It wasn't a very fair treatment, to be honest. So Korra was the last girl. There was nothing she could do in this life that was okay, that was good. Because if they report her, they don't report her with that. That means she was automatically wrong. However, they will report my younger brother, and because he was the only boy, nothing will happen. Like, he got away with everything that Korra couldn't get away with at all. And this happens in a lot of Nigerian homes, even till today. It is something that we need to stop as African parents, because I believe that if my mom didn't die and we didn't even we went through a period of abuse, and then we sort of like bonded because of how we were able to tell each other things, okay? How people were able to come abuse us and get us to keep our mouths shut was because our parents never listened. Korra was the third girl. We were 3 girls, and I have a younger brother who lives in Canada at the moment. Our parents, they were just all about education. I want smart children. I want this. I want that. You have to be perfect. You have to get good grades. You have to do the minimum, for a Nigerian child. Make your parents proud. However, that backfired really quickly, okay? When one of my parents died, and then we just realized that, oh my God, we're not close at all. We actually don't like each other. We don't like each other. And other people say, yes, after 50 years, we still fight. I see a lot of siblings that haven't gotten over the kind of, it depends on how bad your, sibling rivalry is. A lot of sibling rivalry actually go very deep. It actually extends even to when they're married. Their children don't even talk to each other. Their cousins don't talk to each other because of the vibe between brother and sister. There's no closeness, okay? And it's something that we need to stop. How we can stop that as parents is being transparent.